Have you ever felt exhausted from having to handle everything all the time? Work, home, kids, school, self-care, pressure to grow in your career, and still look happy on social media. That feeling of carrying the world on your shoulders has become the norm for many women, especially in the United States, where more than 60% of working women report being chronically burned out. That's right. It's not regular tiredness. It's burnout, a level of physical and emotional exhaustion that drains your energy, your creativity, and even your will to do the bare minimum. And the worst part, even while feeling all this, many women still believe the problem is them. That it's about not being organized enough, not focused enough, not strong enough. But let me tell you something no one really talks about. The system was built to overwhelm you. But what if there were a different way to live this routine? What if I told you there's a new tool that could help you breathe again without needing to give everything up? Maybe you haven't heard it put this way before, but artificial intelligence is becoming a real ally for women like you. No. We're not talking about cold robots or complicated tech. We're talking about practical, accessible, and human-centered solutions. Tools designed specifically to support people who are overwhelmed, juggling 1,000 roles with little time to spare. There's a quiet revolution happening right now, and it's being led by women who decided to use technology to reclaim their time, protect their mental health, and take back control over their lives. Yes, that's exactly what you'll see in this video. Today, you'll discover how other women are already using AI to automate boring tasks, reorganize their calendars, take care of their emotional well-being, boost their productivity, and even start businesses with more ease. These are real stories with real results, and you can live them too. This content is for you. If you're tired of trying to do it all on your own, if you feel like you don't have the time or energy to keep everything together, and most of all, if you know you need help but haven't found the right answer yet. So take a deep breath, because today I'm going to show you how artificial intelligence can become your secret weapon against burnout. And if you stick with me until the end, you'll leave this video with practical tools you can start using today in your routine. You deserve a lighter life, and that transformation starts now. Burnout isn't just tiredness. It isn't just stress. It's not just I need a vacation. Burnout is a state of physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion caused by a level of responsibility that goes far beyond what your mind and body can handle. It's when your thoughts are foggy, your sleep is off, you always feel behind, and even when you try to rest, you feel guilty for not being productive. While burnout can hit anyone, studies show it impacts women far more. And it's not hard to see why. On top of professional responsibilities, most women also carry the load of domestic life, raising children, societal beauty pressures, managing emotional labor in relationships, and an invisible cultural expectation that demands we be perfect at everything, all the time. This is what's known as the triple shift: working outside the home, managing the household, and caring for people. Even in modern couples, many women are still the ones remembering doctors' appointments, mother-in-law's gifts, due dates on bills, the dog's food, school clothes, the grocery list, all while trying to finish reports, respond to clients, attend meetings, and keep smiling for Instagram. Not to mention the constant pressure to keep up appearances, fit body, flawless skin, shiny hair. It's like every day we're being pushed to do more, be more, carry more, with less time, less rest, and less support. And the worst part, When we finally say, "I can't do this anymore," we're told the same things. Just manage your time better. Try therapy. Take a hot shower. Go grab a coffee. As if the problem is us. As if it's our fault. But the truth is, as well-intentioned as those solutions may be, they're just not enough. A planner doesn't help when you've got 20 tasks to do in 10 hours. Coffee only gives you more energy to keep pushing yourself too hard. And therapy, as important as it is, doesn't eliminate the root of the overload. It just helps you cope with it. It's like trying to mop the floor without turning off the leaking faucet. The root of the problem lies in the way we live, work, produce, and relate to time. And that's why so many women are on the edge of collapse, even when they're organized, intelligent, and driven. The issue isn't a lack of competence. It's too much weight. Now, what if I told you there's a new tool that can ease that weight without requiring you to drop everything? A tool that helps you automate what drains you, organize what overwhelms you, and prioritize what truly matters. Yes, I'm talking about artificial intelligence. But hold on, it's not the cold, complicated, inaccessible kind of AI you might be imagining. The kind of AI I want to show you isn't designed to replace you. It's here to support you, to make your everyday life easier, to give you your time back, so you don't have to be Superwoman 24 hours a day anymore. Imagine a tool that smartly organizes your schedule, highlights what really matters, blocks time for self-care, reminds you to drink water, to breathe, to pause. An AI that helps you reply to emails faster, plan your tasks with clarity, delegate what can be delegated, and automate the repetitive stuff. These tools already exist, and many of them were created by other women who understood that what we need isn't more pressure, but more support. And the best part, these tools don't require you to be tech-savvy. They're intuitive, accessible, and ready to help you. Right now, to help you see how this works in real life, let me tell you Camilla's story. She's 37 years old, a marketing manager at a startup, and a mom of 2 kids. On the outside, it looked like she had everything under control. Tidy house, work on track, kids well taken care of. But inside, Camila was barely holding it together. She wasn't sleeping well, eating poorly, crying in secret in the bathroom, and constantly feeling like she was failing at everything. That's when a friend suggested she try an AI tool called Reclaim. At first, Camila rolled her eyes. She thought it was just another digital calendar. But within a few days, everything changed. Reclaim started automatically blocking time for her to breathe, scheduling breaks, reminding her to eat, and building in focused time before meetings. The tool identified her most productive hours and smartly rearranged her tasks, respecting Camilla's own pace. The result: in 3 weeks, she recovered more than 8 hours per week that used to be swallowed by poorly planned manual tasks. With that time, she started walking again, got back to journaling, and even managed to take an online yoga class. For the first time in years, she felt like she wasn't on autopilot anymore. And Camilla's not the exception. Every day, new AI tools are being created and customized to support real women with real lives and real challenges. Whether it's for planning your week, automating content for your business, organizing home tasks, caring for your mental health, or simply doing less with more ease. Of course, AI isn't a magical fix. It's not going to solve every problem in your life, but it can be a support system, a relief, a new way to navigate the chaos without sacrificing your health, your joy, or your identity. And that's exactly what this video is about to show you. the specific tools you can start using right now, the step-by-step guide to begin from scratch, even if you know absolutely nothing about technology, and the real results you can achieve when you use artificial intelligence as an ally, not as another thing to feel pressured about. Because what you're going through isn't being dramatic. It's not an exaggeration. It's structural overload, and you don't have to face it alone. I is here, ready to help you, ready to share the weight, and most importantly, ready to remind you that you deserve a routine that's lighter, more human, and truly yours. Now that we understand the scope of female burnout and why it happens, it's time for the most important part of this video, showing you how you can begin easing that burden by using artificial intelligence in your favor. And no, you don't need to be a tech expert to do it. AI can be a powerful tool to help women reclaim control over their time, their energy, and their quality of life. And the best part, it's more accessible than ever. Let's start with the most critical point in any overwhelmed woman's routine: time management. You know that feeling when the whole day goes by, and even though you've done 1,000 things, none of them were actually essential? That's where a tool like Reclaim AI comes in. With it, you can sync your calendar, automate time blocks, and make sure that important tasks like rest, focus, meals, and even self-care are prioritized. What makes Reclaim different is that it doesn't work like a basic planner. It understands your rhythm. It learns from your routine and adapts to what you need, not what the world expects you to produce. It rearranges appointments based on your energy levels, spots schedule conflicts, and helps you avoid the classic just one more task trap. The result: less stress, fewer do-overs, more breathing room. But burnout doesn't happen just from having too many tasks. It also comes from emotional pressure. That's where the second pillar comes in: emotional organization. Tools like Notion AI, when combined with mood tracking systems, can help you understand how you're feeling throughout the week. And this is more powerful than it sounds. With this kind of emotional organization, you start noticing patterns. For example, realizing that you always wake up more tired on Wednesdays, or that your mood crashes after long meetings. This kind of awareness allows you to make smarter choices about your schedule. You can create personalized pages with prompts like "How am I feeling today?" or "What drained me this week?" and use AI to suggest improvements, tweaks to your routine, or even small habit changes based on your answers. It's not about control. It's about using technology as a tool for self-care. Now let's talk about something that quietly eats away your time and energy: repetitive tasks. Responding to emails, writing reports, creating social media posts, sending proposals, drafting standard messages. All of that can be automated using tools like Chat, Zapier, and NY. Chat, for instance, can help you write faster replies, outline scripts, create captions, correct content, and even review contracts. Zapier connects different apps like Gmail, Trello, Google Drive, and Instagram, and automates tasks between them. To NY is a virtual assistant built especially for women, with a focus on emotional support, organization, and productivity. These tools reduce the mental fatigue that comes from constant decision-making. You no longer need to spend 40 minutes choosing the right words for an email. AI does that for you. And the best part, you stay in control. AI just gives you a helping hand. Want to see how this works in real life? Let me tell you the story of Jessica, a 32-year-old freelance copywriter. Jessica was constantly exhausted. She created content for companies, managed her own brand on Instagram, handled client communications, and still tried to keep some level of order at home. Her days started early and ended late. Even though she was self-employed, she felt like there was an invisible boss, constantly demanding productivity. Until one day, completely burnt out, a friend suggested she try out Reclaim and Chat. At first, she thought it was just another trend, but she decided to give it a shot. Within 1 week, Reclaim was blocking out time for real breaks, reorganizing her schedule to prioritize focus on the most important tasks, and Chat was drafting the first versions of her emails and posts. What used to take 2 hours a day now took just 30 minutes. By the end of the month, Jessica calculated that she had regained 8 hours per week, an entire workday. With that time, she started going on walks, got back to studying English, and for the first time in a long time, she felt like she was in control of her own routine. And you know what's even more inspiring? Jessica isn't a programmer. She didn't study tech. She simply had the courage to try, to take that first step. And that's the real secret. You don't need to understand code. You don't need to install complicated software. You don't need to buy expensive equipment. Most of these tools are available for free and come with simple tutorials, many of them made by other women. You can start with just one tool. Try it little by little. Build a gradual habit, and you'll start to notice that in just a few days, small automations begin to ease the weight of your daily life. What feels impossible right now, like getting a good night's sleep, exercising, or reading a book, becomes possible again when you have technology supporting you instead of pressuring you. AI didn't come to replace you. It came to support you, to take tasks off your plate that are dragging you down, to give you clarity, time, and focus, so you can take care of yourself without having to stop being productive. And if you're still wondering whether it's worth trying, I invite you to do one simple test. Pick a task you repeat often and try using one of these tools to automate it. It could be writing emails with Chat, organizing your calendar with Reclaim, or tracking your mood with a mood tracking app. Try it for 1 week and see what changes. You'll be surprised at how much impact one small shift can make when done with consistency and intention. Because the truth is, we as women were not made to live exhausted. We were made to create, to inspire, to lead, to live with presence. And the right technology, used wisely, can be the bridge between burnout and the balance you've been searching for. You don't have to do everything alone, and you don't have to give up everything to find peace. The path is somewhere in the middle, and artificial intelligence can be your first step in that direction. Very few women are using AI this way. Very few. In fact, most don't even know these tools exist. Meanwhile, the women who have already taken that first step are moving ahead, more organized, more productive, lighter, and with more time for themselves. And that's exactly where the urgency comes in. Because this quiet revolution has already started, and it's not going to wait. Every day, more companies are adopting AI-powered processes. More professionals are learning how to automate tasks, optimize time, and reduce mental load. And the more the market evolves, the harder it will be to catch up with those who are already ahead. Today, knowing how to use AI tools is a competitive edge. Tomorrow, it will be a basic requirement. Does that sound like an exaggeration? It's not. The world of work is changing fast, and those who don't adapt to this shift will feel the impact in their productivity, in their opportunities, in their relationships, and in their mental health. While you wait for the perfect time to begin, Others are learning how to gain more time, more energy, and more freedom. They're standing out. They're landing clients. They're getting promoted. They're building businesses with more ease. So what about you? Are you going to keep waiting? Maybe you're thinking you don't have time, but it's exactly that lack of time that AI can give back to you. Maybe you feel like you don't understand technology, but these tools were designed to be simple, practical, and intuitive. Or maybe you're waiting for the perfect moment, but that moment won't come, because if you stay on autopilot, time will keep passing, and the overload will only grow heavier. But what if burnout isn't inevitable? What if this exhaustion you feel isn't just part of being a modern woman? What if there's a different way to live, with more lightness, more balance, and more space for yourself? The truth is, that way exists, but it requires a choice. To start now, yes, now. You don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to master every tool. You don't need to become an AI expert. All you need is to take one step, one test, one small shift. Use Reclaim to organize your schedule in a smarter way. Use Check to automate emails and content. Use a mood tracker to better understand how you feel throughout the day. Use Notion to plan your tasks with clarity. Use to NYY for emotional support and practical help. Pick just one of these tools and try it for 1 week. Notice how you feel, how your routine changes, how small automations begin to free your mind, so you can think, create, breathe. You don't need hours a day to do this. 5 minutes is enough to begin. And the sooner you start, the sooner you'll feel the difference. Because what's at stake here isn't just productivity. It's quality of life. It's emotional well-being. It's freedom of choice. And every time you postpone that decision, you give up one more piece of your time, your energy, your peace, to a system that profits from your exhaustion. Think about this. What if 6 months from now, everything is still the same? Same routine, same tiredness, same weight on your shoulders. Is it worth waiting? Is it worth pushing through just to survive? Now imagine the opposite. What if 6 months from now, you've regained your time, learned to automate your work, and feel lighter, more focused, more in control of your schedule? It's possible, and it starts with a choice. The choice not to delay. The choice to stop surviving and start living. The choice to use technology as support, not as another demand. And here's something else. The earlier you step into this new space, the more you stand out. Because you become that woman. The one who's ahead of the curve. The one with vision. The one who shares what she's learned. The one who inspires others. This is your chance to become a reference in your circle, in your team, in your business. And not by being overwhelmed trying to do it all, but by doing things differently, with strategy, with lightness, with intelligence. The beauty of this moment is its exclusivity. Because it's still new, there's still room. There are gaps waiting to be filled. There are questions only you can answer. But that exclusivity won't last forever. Soon, everyone will be talking about AI. Soon, these tools will become the standard, and those who haven't started will be forced to catch up, with more pressure, more urgency, and less calm. Right now, you have the chance to start on your own terms, to learn at your own pace, to adapt things gradually, to prepare for this new world with balance. But this chance is now, and it doesn't matter if you're starting from zero. So many women started the same way. What matters is not letting this opportunity pass you by, because burnout won't wait, stress won't wait, emotional collapse won't wait, And if you're already feeling the signs, extreme fatigue, irritability, lack of focus, insomnia, that helpless feeling, then the time to act is now. Not tomorrow, now. You don't have to do this alone. Technology is here to help you, and I'm here to guide you. But you are the one who has to take the first step. So tell me, are you going to keep waiting for the perfect moment? Or are you going to decide that your emotional health, your peace, and your freedom are worth more than any excuse? Don't let this opportunity slip by. Start now. Try a tool. Explore something new. Notice the results. And share this journey with other women. Because when one of us begins to break free from burnout, all of us grow stronger. When one of us finds balance with the help of AI, we all take a step closer to a lighter, fairer, and more human life. This revolution is quiet, but powerful, and it's feminine. If there's one thing you take away from this video, let it be this. Burnout is real, but it doesn't have to control your life. You are not alone. Thousands of women, just like you, are exhausted, trying to manage everything, working, caring, organizing, leading, and putting themselves last every single day. But now, you know there's another path. A path that's possible, accessible, and that starts with something simple: using technology as an ally. Artificial intelligence isn't just for corporations or coders. It can and should be used by everyday women who want to live with more balance. And now I want to know, which of these tools are you most excited to try first? Tell me in the comments. I read everything, truly. Every story, every question, every discovery matters. Your experience might inspire another woman going through exactly what you're going through right now. And if this content made sense to you, if it gave you an insight, an idea, or just that deep sigh of wow, it's not just me, share this video. Send it to a friend, a co-worker, someone who's burned out and doesn't yet know there's another way. Sometimes, one video is all it takes to give someone the push they need to start fresh. And if you want to keep walking this path with me, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because in the next video, I'll show you how to build a daily routine with AI that actually works, even if you have zero experience with technology. It'll be a step-by-step guide, practical, accessible, and created with you in mind. This community is a space for connection, learning, and support. And the more you engage, the stronger it becomes. So comment, like, share, subscribe. Let's grow together. Because yes, life can be lighter. Yes, you can live without feeling constantly overwhelmed. And yes, technology can be a tool for healing when placed in the right hands. And now, it's in yours.